nothing like a good cup of joe. Nice hot pot of coffee to get the day started. As you can see, we've been really busy over the break between episodes. If you remember, we built this massive exterior to our slime and honey farm, which is awesome. I've added a few more details that we missed. See that I forgot some bits here and there. If you go back in the other video, I put in some hanging signs to finish off this area. Yeah, but I mean, the backside is still completely not finished. But let's just ignore that for now. So we built this exterior, and that was awesome. That was cool. That was a big project for me. But we also need interiors for everything. So in the process of building the massive exterior, I needed a mud farm for some mud bricks and stuff. So we actually have a mud machine right here. We put our dirt in that barrel and it gets put into this dropper. I don't have my shovel on me, hold on. And if we just take some, we go like this. Give it a second to boot up. There we go. It automatically creates mud for us, and then we can mine it. So this is done. We have a redstone signal here that's always on, but as soon as we break the block, it disconnects it from everything else. So when a block is placed there, it powers this dispenser, it powers this redstone dust, which powers this dropper, and that dispenser behind there. So that dispenser dispenses an empty water bottle and picks up the water from the water stream behind it, and that goes up and over, flows into this dispenser, as you can see. And then when the block powers that dispenser, it dispenses the water bottle onto the dirt, creating mud. And at the same time, this dropper shoots out and we pick up some more dirt. So we can just keep going like this. Now, I'm a little fast for it because of that coffee that I had, but yeah, we get mud, which is very nifty. And so I was looking for a way to incorporate that into the build because I had it just behind the slime farm. So we put it in this coffee shop right here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Nice entrance. Little booth for us to drink coffee. We can store some books in here. I think there's an enchanted one. Yep. And yeah, overall just a cool vibe. We got a bar. Behind the bar, we got our little filter coffee stuff. We got some storage. Lovely ender chest. It's always good to have those lying around everywhere. Put some paintings in, because paintings are underrated in Minecraft. And then we have the exit over here, which leads to nothing right now. I'm going to have this exit go up to the top where the slime farm is, so that we can operate that without having to use rockets. And yeah, over here we got a ramen store. Hold on, I need to sleep. Yeah, we got a ramen store. I plan to put a villager in here, but this is just for some sidewalk ambiance. I think that's what we call it. Yeah. Currently, it doesn't actually give you any food. Maybe it never will, but I'm thinking about having a way where you can get some, like, a bowl of soup or something from here. I reckon that would be pretty cool. And yeah. On to the next thing we did. So, you might notice that this area is a lot cleaner. We don't have any chests lying around anymore. Even from the old farms we had, like there was a chest there before and there's a chest over here. That doesn't exist anymore, which is great, because I went ahead and ordered a storage container, which just arrived, and we put all our stuff in here. Now, it looks like a complete mess to you guys, but I know that all my natural stuff is in here, and all my stone blocks and stuff are in this tower here. Storage is so underrated. Like, it makes everything so much more efficient. Anyway, and currently we're sleeping in the storage container. That is because we also emptied out this room. So I had done like a little interior, but it was getting really annoying for me. And so I went ahead and designed something in creative, but it's gonna take a while before I can fill this out. But just know that there is a design for this and it will be coming in the future eventually. And we got rid of the villager cells that villagers died in. And we got rid of the iron farm finally. So there's no more floating lava. But we are running out of iron pretty quickly. So I'm going to have to build a better one soon. Or else I'm going to have to hit the mines. We replaced the yellow wool. Which is nice. It's less intense on the eyes. Well, not all the yellow wool. We replaced it with the border to the road, which I think is awesome. Now this is unironically my favorite thing about this entire area so far. Like, yeah, it's cool to have a mob farm. Yeah, it's cool to have a slime and honey farm with this epic exterior. And it's cool to have a coffee shop that you can actually walk into and get some potions of swiftness. That's all well and good, but this, oh my gosh, this is my favorite thing. You might not think much of it, but it's actually an interactable bin. Don't worry about the burning sound. Anyway, that's my favorite thing. And then on to this. Now, I'm not sure whether I like how this is right now. I mean, it's a very stark contrast to the details in this and this build. This is really just like 4 boxes stacked on top of each other. They have some cool features, but it's not really that crazy. I think it's more reminiscent of this build than these two. This is the exterior for the sheep farm. I haven't done the interior, but it's looking cool on the outside at least. We got some lovely stone texturing and some mud and granite texturing on this one. I'm a big fan of the windows. The windows, I saw this technique scrolling along YouTube, where you have tinted glass and then some light on the bottom, and then whatever color you want it to look like is glowing from the bottom, you put in the background. So we've got cyan concrete in the background, and that it looks like it's just glowing from the bottom up. I think that's really cool. So yeah, that's everything I've done in my free time, which is awesome. And I could have recorded all of this. I definitely could have, but sometimes it's just fun to play the game and not record anything. It's fun for me, for my enjoyment of the game. So that was really nice. But that's not going to take away from what we're doing this episode. Because this episode, we're focusing on villagers. And with that, come check out my hole. I dug this really, really big hole, and I raw dogged it, no beacon. This hole is awesome. Check it out. How sick is this hole? Man, that's a cool hole. Anyway, so I dug this out, and we're gonna put a villager breeder matrix trader hole thingy majiggy mabobby in this hole. We're gonna go ahead and build it, and it's gonna be awesome. Let's do it. Alright, the hole is no more. There is no more hole. It has been filled in with our villager trading matrix. And this thing is awesome. The interior isn't complete yet. Just because I got really tired. So we're still working on it. But you can see we've built this thing and it's awesome. He just killed himself. This thing is crazy. It makes villager trading so easy. But I mean it's really difficult to build. Like you can see, like it's insane. Let's give an example. So there is a auto villager breeder in here on this side where these guys will just breed automatically. Let me turn off the shaders. Once they breed, the baby villager is dropped and this tripwire picks it up and dispenses more food for these guys to continue breeding. They fall down and they end up in this area here where they wait to grow, and then they'll get pulled along with the water over here. This weighted pressure plate is to cap the amount of villagers that are bred. So once there's a certain weight on there, the food dispensers here will just stop dispensing until that unlocks. And this tripwire here sends a signal over to this dispenser, which pulses this trapdoor, moving a villager from here, into this block, and also dispenses a minecart, which comes along here. All the way up this water stream, a little further, then down here, across here, up here. This tripwire detects whether there's a villager in the minecart or not. If there's no villager, this rail doesn't move, and the minecart gets collected and put back in here. If there is a villager, the rail moves and completes the circuit, so the villager will keep going. It'll follow the rail all the way around, and then we have some alternating rails with their directions here. As a villager moves into a module, the detector rail switches the rotation of this curved regular rail. So you can see that this module is full because it's curved the other way. Same with this module, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This one is empty, and so if we go up, empty. And so eventually when the baby villagers grow up, they'll be sent along here, and they come in here. Pretty awesome. But that's only the first thing. We can take villagers out of here. Hold on, let me just trade with this guy. And it's really nice, we don't have any trapped XP, which is great. But say we wanted to move this guy into this spot, we can move this guy out of here. And we'll wait for him to come here. We get to see it. There he goes. It's coming up. There we go. And then let's move this guy into this location. Watch him go. If you're going up, he'll go around. Oh, someone else has been dispensed. Wow, he's going to go back into his own spot then. Yep, see? Because someone else filled up the spot first. Well, let's move this guy then to that one. Obviously, when we're not filling this thing up with villagers, there's more control with where they go because it's not auto-filling. So let's reset this guy's. There we go. So now he's in. There we go. So this guy's new. We need to trade with him as well. Just like that. And this guy is new as well. This guy's a normie. So let's send this guy then to the middle chamber, and then we'll send him to a zombification area. Don't ask me how I got the heads. No villagers were harmed in the process. Allegedly. So let's send this guy to a zombification chamber because I'm not happy with his trades. They're too expensive. So we hit this one. I need a zombie head. And they fall down all the way. They get zombified. shot back up, hit with a weakness arrow, and then a golden apple is automatically dispensed into my inventory. And I can just go like this. The golden apple dispenser is here. And then we can send him back to his module, and the villagers won't freak out because they can't see him in their line of sight. Pretty sick. And obviously we can change the trades of villagers if we want. We can kill them if we're not happy with them, or we want to free up space, and that won't affect the trades of other villagers. And because we have the auto breeder function, we'll always have just the right amount of stockpiled villagers down here. So now we need to fill up the entire trading matrix with villagers, and then we also need to finish decorating this place. You can see I've already started with the basic idea, but I'll go ahead and finish that, as well as do the exterior of what's meant to be above. Oh, it's nighttime. Yeah, I gotta do the exterior as well, because right now it's just kind of unknown that there's a villager trading matrix below the ground there. So we'll go ahead and build our warehouse up here, and have like a little secret entrance into it, and I think that'll be really cool. So let's do it. Alright, we've gone ahead and built the exterior. Like with most of my builds, I'm getting a little lazy with finishing it off. But this one is closer to completion than anything else, honestly. There's some interior details, like every other build, that we need to do. It's meant to be like an abandoned, worn down warehouse that you'd see on a dock, that maybe whoever's running the dock or the storage yards or whatever has kind of just forgotten about, or not forgotten about, but like they just don't have the time or the money to fix it up, and so it's kind of been depreciated by the weather and stuff. So we have this. It reminds me a lot of the
chapel from Final Fantasy VII that you fall through. But obviously it looks nothing like a chapel. It's more like an industrial warehouse. I like it. I really like it. I like the rafters. I think these are very cool. I found this scrolling through Pinterest. And yeah, there were so many ideas in here that I thought were really awesome. Obviously, the roof is the coolest part, but also the use of end stone. I'm trying to incorporate building blocks that you don't normally see from anyone else. So end stone is often quite neglected. But yeah, overall, this build is looking pretty sick. That's all I have time for today. This project has kind of been on a similar scale of epicness, for me at least, as this Slime and Honey farm. So this has taken a lot out of me. I had to make an attempt on how the villager trading matrix actually works, so that I could troubleshoot it whenever we had problems. I still don't. I could never build it myself, but at least I know kind of the core components. And obviously this build is not by myself. I couldn't find who actually built it, so if someone who did actually build it watches this video, do comment and credit yourself, because this is amazing. And it's really setting the vibe for where our storage system is going to go. But that's all from me this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'd love to hear what you think about the trading matrix and the build. But, until next time, have a great time, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be signing off.